What if I told you there's a country rapidly transforming itself into the new powerhouse of global manufacturing, quietly taking over where China left off? A country that's not just surviving the US China trade war, but thriving because of it. This isn't just another economic story. This is Vietnam's moment in the spotlight. Vietnam's economy expanded by more than 7% last year, outperforming every other country in Southeast Asia. But this isn't just about numbers. This is the story of a nation that reinvented itself. In the 1990s, Vietnam opened its doors to foreign investors, beginning its journey as a global manufacturing hub. Over the decades, it has evolved from producing textiles and footwear to becoming a major player in high-tech industries. Companies like Intel and Samsung now assemble cutting-edge technology in Vietnam. But here's the real question. How did Vietnam position itself to become the go-to destination for global supply chains? Vietnam's geographical proximity to China is a game changer. When manufacturers started diversifying away from China, Vietnam was ready. With lower labor costs, a young workforce, and competitive electricity rates, it quickly became the ideal alternative. But Vietnam didn't just rely on luck, it wanted this transformation. The government aggressively pursued foreign direct investment, FDI, offering incentives and cutting red tape for companies setting up operations. In 2024, Vietnam attracted $25 billion in FDI, with 60% going into manufacturing. Yet, Vietnam's rise isn't without challenges. The US and China are locked in an economic battle, and Vietnam finds itself delicately balancing relationships with both. Its trade surplus with the US has soared to over $100 billion, driven by its exports of electronics, textiles, and footwear. However, Vietnam isn't just a pawn in this global game, it's rewriting the rules. It has signed multiple free trade agreements, including the EU-Vietnam FTA, giving it preferential access to some of the world's largest markets. Heen 4, challenges ahead. But can Vietnam sustain this growth? Rising labor costs, land shortages, and the need for better infrastructure loom large. The government is racing to upgrade its power grid, improve transportation networks, and ensure bureaucratic efficiency. Then there's the rare earth conundrum. Vietnam is the world's second largest holder of rare earth reserves after China. Yet, it hasn't fully capitalized on this resource. Could rare earth minerals be Vietnam's ticket to dominating the tech world? Vietnam's journey is far from over. It faces tough competition from other emerging markets like India and Indonesia. However, Vietnam's edge lies in its focused strategy, targeting specific industries like ICT, footwear, and textiles, and ensuring every investment counts. As the global economy evolves, Vietnam's ability to adapt and innovate will determine whether it becomes the next economic miracle, or just another chapter in the history of globalization. So what do you think? Is Vietnam truly on its way to becoming the next global manufacturing superpower? Or are there hidden obstacles that could slow its momentum?